So we found right. We're going to present about the Corporation Berhad. This is our group members. Is myself. I'm the leader, Kubinder Ruben and the UDE 210052 and Ame bin Shahudin UDE 210180 and Diana UDE 210027 and Jasmine UDE 21044 and Melissa UDE 210020 and lastly Putri UDE 200117. Let's start from introduction. The IUI Corporation had a leading agribusiness company based on Malaysia. IUI Corporation had focused on the production of oil palm and palm plum kernel products for variable industry as well as real estate development in Malaysia, Singapore, and China. The company also invests in renewable energy projects such as biomass power plants as part of its commitment to sustain growth. IUI Corporation Berhad implements sustainable agriculture methods, renewable energy source, and biodiversity initiative. The, the company was founded in 1967 by Lee Sin Cheng and has expanded global through the purchasing of oil palm as in Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. Construction of oil palm refinery in Malaysia and government and acquiring of more plantation in Indonesia and a refinery in China. The company operates in various sections, including oil palm plantation, resource-based manufacturing, property development, and investment holding with a global presence in Asia, Europe, and North America and Africa. IUI Corporation Berhad has grown and diversified its lines of business since its establishment in 1967, and its main focus on its oil palm oil canal. The company is committed to conducting business is socially and economically responsible. It's with a focus on sustainable growth, renewable energy, and community develop in innovation. That's all for me. I pass to next presenter. Thank you.
Competent in the context of IFSP 10 refer to an Islamic financial institution capacity to hold and maintain an efficient Sharia governance system. The standard consists of the composition of the Sharia Supervisory Board, which will be independent, qualified, and possess expertise in Sharia finance, economic, and law. Second standard is the payment and remuneration of Sharia Supervisory Board members should be fair, transparent, and based on the importance and complexity of the role. The role and responsibilities of the Sharia Supervisory Board, which shall be clearly defined, include viewing and approving new products and services, monitoring the institution operation, and providing guidance and advice to management on Sharia matter. The policies and procedures established by the institution to ensure compliance with Sharia principles should be viewed regularly and updated as necessary. For instance, a bank has established policies and procedures to ensure that its operation and product are in compliance with the dedication of Sharia Supervisory Committee and that any non-compliant issues are promptly identified and addressed. The reporting mechanisms is established by the institution to inform the Sharia Supervisory Board of any issue or concern that may arise in the course of its operation. For instance, MBank has put in place a appropriate reporting mechanism to ensure that the Sharia Supervisory Committee is informed of any issue or concern that may arise in the course of its operation.
The last and not least is responsible recruitment. The extraction from it is the IOI group has been accused of a number of labor violations, including the force of used labor and the mistreatment of migrant employees. A labor accusation is a claim or allegation that an employer has participated in actions or behavior that go against fundamental labor laws or moral workplace standards. According to research done by Finwatch, a Finnish civic movement focused on global corporate responsibility, the IOI group has been accused of having employment difficulties since 2014, when Finwatch released a study on human rights abuses in the production of palm oil imported to Finland. Finland has been keeping an eye on the Malaysian palm oil of IOI Group Company and its working conditions. The company's employment practices have been criticized as exploitative and in violation of human rights. Human rights violations are acts committed by people, organizations, or governments that infringe on the fundamental liberties and rights of individuals or groups. Discrimination, violence, torture, forced labor, and deprivation to fundamental rights, including freedom of speech and expression, the right to education, and the right to a fair trial, are just a few of the various ways that these violations can occur. Moving on to the discussion part, Ioi Corporation should not take recruitments lightly, as palm oil is one of the main resources for the company and even Malaysia's biggest assets. By taking initiatives, for instance, improving the recruiters' procedures, rules, as well as regulations that will protect their employees' rights, IOI Corporation also promotes transparency of complaints as well as things that were concerned by the employees. A clear and specific accountability from the accounting department is practiced for the purpose of to prevent forced labor and enslavement.
Now I will explain about recommendation part. But before that, let me introduce myself first. My name is Justin Christina binti Zainuddin and my matrix number is UDE210044. There are three main things in the recommendation part. One, we have fair and decent wages. Two, we have occupational safety and health. And lastly, we have responsible recruitment. Secondly, we have occupational safety and health. Occupational safety and health protection for employees state that Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970 Executive Order and 29 CFR 1960 require the leader of federal agency to provide employee with safe and healthy workplace and working condition. Corporation IOI established a safe and conducive work environment with a clear SOP or guideline, a regular safety training in a place to protect everyone, the employee in the IOI Corporations Berhad. Lastly, we have responsible recruitment in order to avoid any conflict or forced labor during the recruitment process. IOI have conduct a direct video interview between IOI personnel and a potential employee while the worker are still in the source country. During the recruitment procedure, worker will brief on all IOI policy and relevant guideline, enhance a policy guideline and practice that strengthen labor right, transparency in response to complaint
and transparent accountability, implementations, and practice. IOI shall establish a stringent committee to ensure that the due diligence procedure for the selection and contracting of the recruitment agency or supplier. In a general, IOI shall ensure that multiple recruitment agencies are chosen for each country. Now that's all from me. Now I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
So, in conclusion, when it comes to accusations and concerns, they were accused of using forced labor, mistreating migrant workers, and discriminating against female and minority employees. So what IOI Corp did was, the measures they took is, they tried to enforce new SOPs and regulations and promote transparency in the company. And when it comes to continuous monitoring and regulation in the industry, despite IOI Corp's efforts, the issue of labor violation in the industry still requires a lot of monitoring and regulations. Migrant workers' rights must be upheld, and the prejudice against female workers must be eradicated. And when it comes to accountability and ethical treatment, to enhance its image and guarantee the longevity of the business, IOI Group must really start to treat their employees fairly and ethically. And to other businesses in the palm oil industry, they must held accountable to the workers' living conditions and start trying to enforce an environmentally friendly business model. That's all from me, sir. Thank you so much.
My name is Dana Tiramiti and my choice number is UDE 210027. Now I continue to talk about conclusion. Despite of the company's effort, the issue of labor violations in the palm oil industry requires continuous monitoring and regulation. Migrant workers' rights must be protected and discrimination against minority and female employees must be eliminated. To guarantee that employees' rights are upheld and that labor abuses are eliminated, rigorous labor rules and regulations must be implemented. To enhance its image and guarantee the longevity of the business, IOI Group must be prioritize treating employees fairly and ethically. Overall, it is critical that all businesses engaged in the palm oil sector assume accountability for the working conditions of their staff members and support human rights, moral behavior, and environmentally friendly business models. That's all from us. Thank you.